Since we took office, New Jersey has seen 7 consecutive years of private sector job growth. We've created 282,000 private sector jobs. In fact, we've recovered all of the jobs lost in the Great Recession and have grown an additional 33,000 private sector jobs on top of that. And the fact is, we would have grown even faster if we had followed the prescription that so many other states have followed by lowering taxes even more and getting more competitive. And we now have steady job growth in a private sector that was moribund for 10 years before we arrived by cutting budgets and holding the line on taxes. We have begun to improve New Jersey's uncompetitive business tax climate with meaningful tax cuts and tax reforms that businesses have been begging for and were stalled here in Trenton for years before we pushed them through into law. Those tax cuts have provided more than $3 billion in tax relief to our business community. And that's on top of the $1 billion in tax relief that we provided for our employers through reforming our bankrupt unemployment insurance trust fund. For years, Trenton had stolen money from this fund to prop up irresponsible spending. When we arrived in 2010, the fund was $2.1 billion in debt to the federal government and rife with fraud and abuse. We put an end to it. We amended the Constitution so that politicians will never be able to steal money from this fund again. This fund is meant to be a rainy day fund for our citizens facing the tragedy of a lost job, not a piggy bank for irresponsible Trenton spending. So today, we leave the Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund at a positive balance, a surplus of $1.9 billion. New Jersey is well ahead of schedule, and because of it, we will save employers more than $1 billion in taxes over the next 5 years, and they will use that money to create jobs for more New Jerseyans. When I took office, the unemployment rate was 9.8%. Today, it is 4.7%. That is more than cut in half. It's the lowest it's been in New Jersey since 2008. In fact, New Jersey's unemployment rate is now below that of the nation as a whole. That was simply unthinkable when we entered this chamber in February of 2010, that our unemployment rate would be lower than the national rate. New Jersey has come back and our economy is consistently growing year after year once again, and the numbers prove it. A better New Jersey in 2017 for employment than we inherited in 2010, with more New Jerseyans working today than at any time in our state's history. With the legislature, we passed the Economic Opportunity Act to make New Jersey a more competitive place again for businesses to invest and build and grow jobs. 269 projects have been approved by the Economic Development Authority, bringing $7.3 billion in private investment to our state, while creating and retaining more than 61,000 jobs for our citizens. This was another bipartisan effort to reduce taxes, hopefully with even more to come. And we're creating good jobs too.